My brother, my brother, my brother. Hey.
Thank you, my brother.
David Umar, don't catch fire. I want to thank you very much with the eloquent and very vital contribution you made. And I want to say thank you. I want to say this also to you, that people are bound to react, either negative nor positive. But their reaction, as long as their reaction does not go to the extreme, then we should be able to accommodate it, because wisdom is very open for everybody to have taken, but the understanding might be difficult for majority. So I beg that we should all take it as it comes, because even VDM himself is using the smart button to operate. And you know, when somebody is very smart, so some people can be confused. Yes, can be confused that, oh, this guy might probably be saying the supporting APC. You understand? So on that note, we should listen, but we should give advice too. Advice is very important to him. That was why I was giving the advice. I quoted a lot of things that day, and I said one important thing that day, that VDM is under tremendous pressure. That I know, if a man speaks like this, there's something that is pushing him, and that pressure has burst loose in today. But before I go further, I would like to thank everyone that has, that are in today, and I want to thank the mommy in the diaspora. May God bless you, mommy. And I thank all the panelists that were here yesterday, and they are here today. May God bless every one of us. We are not doing this out of passion. We are doing this because it is our own. It is our own. And the Bible says, where lies your heart, lies your treasure. It is our treasure. Our heart is there. That is why we are doing this. Nobody should come and tell us that, oh, why are you adding salt into soup? Don't come and tell me. It is my own property that I am talking about today. My land and my beloved people that I'm talking about today. So nobody should add salt into it. If I want to add salt, let me add salt by myself. And I'll know the amount of salt that I'll put into it. Today is a very good day. And I thank God for today. I would like to start with VDM. You see, I thank God that the pressure that I mentioned that VDM is under has burst losing. And this is one of the principles of pressure. When you are under pressure, you think you can hide things or you can curtail things. You will burst loose when the pressure increases. The pressure has increased in VDM. That was why it has to technically burst loose, because he doesn't want that thing that comes out to fall on anybody directly. He put it step by step, and he put it indirectly and directly. There was a pathway, and I thank God he followed the pathway. But irrespective of that, I would like to thank the lady, Madam, I forgot what is his name again. Her name is always, the last lady, that the woman that always hit the nail. She spoke today. My joy was high, because she asked one fundamental thing. She said, who will benefit from what VDM is doing? That is, I bet she was trying to say something concerning the Electoral Act. Because that was where we all got angry with VDM. That was where we all got angry with him. Everybody, I guess. Nobody even everybody was angry with him. Yes. We have the right to get angry with him, irrespective of the love we have for you. We know you are a good man. But good man sometimes does mistake. But don't let your mistakes spread like wildfire. You have to listen. And I thank God you have listened. And you cannot do but obey the principles of pressure. And that is what you have just done today. If it were some people else, they would try to avoid the principles of pressure and disobey it. And when they disobey it, they find themselves in a trap that they cannot get losing again. VDM has done, but I am still angry concerning that electoral act. That was something that he would have come out to speak with his wisdom and smartness. Because if we don't fight for something, we that are owners of the land, who will fight for it? And what will it benefit you by standing on the fence? I gave a parable that day concerning what he was doing. I was pissed off what VDM did that day. Because if there's a better Nigeria, will VDM exist? Will it exist in this formation? By going every day, helping secondary school, building houses, giving widow money, doing all this, sending people to school. He is doing partially what government is supposed to be doing. That is what he's doing. So if this country was a country and it was a good flowing country that is like Dubai, we wouldn't have, VDM will not go that route. Many of us will not go that route. Rather, many of us will be doing what? Giving seminar on how to do businesses and how to do every other thing that matters so that our life will be more better than what it is. But irrespective of my anger against him, which I'm still angry against him concerning it, because he got to speak on that. He made a mistake. He got to still apologize on that aspect. Because that electoral law is something that concerns everybody. If all of us, if that thing dropped down, we all drop down. So there was nothing that you say, oh, I sit on the fence. It not concern me. It go concern you because the way they go take catch everybody go there inside jail. Everybody. It's not only you. If we are suffering at jail, we do. If we are complaining from the diaspora, now jail we still there. But our jail is just different because we see the waka. We are not confined. But we indirectly we are confined in such a way that we are confined to the diaspora. We can't go home. So therefore, my brother, praise up, man. We are with you. But whenever you are doing a mistake, don't think that we are going to pamper you. We will go like fire against you. That is it. We chastise you and we say, brother, do well. That is it. And I would like to go to David Umahi. But before I go to David Umahi issue, I would like to go to the Edo State issue. You see, I spoke yesterday. People were thinking, give us a mandate. Whether I don't know how he did it. I don't know if I say it now. He will think that he attacked me in such a way. He asked me because I don't even know how he did it. But I know he rose up his voice concerning it. I said something about what the Edo State will hang on. That there is an inter-party problem. With Senator where they will mention his name, that is what the Edo State people and Edo State government is hanging on. But if you look at it, I said one thing. If you want to investigate, if you have a good country, you should start what? The governor. Despite we can't do the investigation down, put it on the table, indict the governor, but let him finish tenure. When he finishes tenure, you grab his hand and throw him to court. But I said one thing. I said Telebe, the state chairman, should be arrested. The state youth leader should be arrested. Because in Nigerian party politics, that Atelebe cannot, or any other elders cannot go and invite all these people. It is the youth leadership they will use, the link they will use to bring all this thing in. And now you see, the state government has already indicted himself, because where it happens is the gray zone of Edo State, where you have parastatals like the State House, DSS, EFCC, you have them there, and they banned Okada riders, and yet Okada riders pass through all this environment, and they didn't arrest them. That's to show you that the state is involved. Remember what the past head of state of Nigeria said concerning insurgents and all these abnormalities. If the government does not know it, it cannot happen. It cannot happen. And what our politicians are doing is that we don't learn from our mistakes. And they will never learn because they will never change. That is Nigerian politician. I said, yeah, I told everyone when I was speaking yesterday, people were attacking me concerning what I was bringing further. But that tape, that video, I have saved it. I will have saved it. This thing I'm talking is not today that I found out. It has lasted for 6 months. I'm just dragging the issue of trust. We are so glued. Many of us are talking about, I cannot trust any other person. Even myself, I cannot trust. But yesterday, I was seeing people talking. People are so trustworthy of a particular personality. I look at you, I laugh. When I was saying it, my wife was laughing. Because I was applying wisdom. And I'm applying the words of someone to what the person said. That was a red flag. But I've saved that video. When it starts erupting, when argument comes, when quarrel comes, I will bring that video, and everybody that quarreled, that rose against and talk blah 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 blah, they shout at me yesterday, I will mention your name one by one. Because Nigeria, dynamics of Nigerian politics, if you are not very strong, like what Peter Obi is doing, you will fall by the wayside. You will fall and join them. So I beg everyone, let us always listen, ask question, so that we will know where this person is driving to. Nigerian politics, it has not changed. They are doing the same thing. In Francis Awolowo, NCCC, they are still doing the same thing. They are still doing the same thing. I said about Pablo Escobar. I said something that I brought a video. I said, you should go and watch the video. This is how this man is going to operate. But nobody cares. Now, they almost assassinated Peter Obi. And if that has happened, nothing will happen. It will just go. After all, the so-called lawyer to the federal government was spied. What happened? We continue. An eloquent man that sat down to write Nigerian constitution, to write a lot of things about Nigeria, to write the constitution of all the political parties that you have. They messed the guy up and they murdered him. Up till now, we have not found who murdered him. That was a great man. You all know who I'm talking about. Bola Ige. One of the strong men that stick to principle. They murdered him because he did not change his principle. He wrote all the constitution of the political party you are seeing today. He wrote it. Go and verify from them. If you have strong politicians, go and verify. This man wrote it. He was a lawyer of distinct, a lawyer of principle. Not all these shenanigans we have in media houses. That all these brown envelope lawyers, not all these ones. These ones are no lawyers. So, my brothers and sisters, let us thank God that they did not succeed in what they want to do. irrespective of that, we should always watch the tide of things. This man will not rest. Look at the last video Nigeria was played. This is a Yoruba man with wisdom. He was speaking today. And he asked a question. Why are they not following Atiku? Why is it that it's Obi? I know many of us will say, oh, because of it. Why? There's a fundamental thing. Why? It will lead to somewhere. It will lead to us going back to look at the record of the president of Nigeria now, Tinubu. We will know what he can do and what he cannot do. When he is under pressure like this, Peter Obi is putting me under pressure. He goes the way of the drug lord. That's the way he goes. That's the way he can go. Because he has no sense. Always a drug lord will always be a drug lord. That mentality never changed. Look at what is happening in Mexico. And we allowed it to happen to us. We put a drug lord in the hands of affair of Nigeria economy and security. Meanwhile, I said one thing yesterday, that your vice president is in charge of your security. Like one of Jonathan Wallace said, he said, this president, is he really the president of Nigeria? That's a question to every one of us. Let us go and sit down. Don't let us argue. Sit down. Ask questions. Phone, make your calls. Discuss it. Answers will come out of anything you go into that you went in with due diligence and want to prepare solution. I would like to say here, may God bless us and continue to make us wiser so that we're able to take in the knowledge and understanding. I thank you, Nigeria Wash. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Okay, Black Panther, thank you very much for that wonderful submission. As you